Hello, and welcome to the GreenBiz Studio. I'm John Schmea, Vice President of Circularity and Senior Analyst here at GreenBiz. And I'm excited to welcome Chris Librie to the studio. Chris serves as Senior Director of ESG, Corporate Sustainability, and Reporting at Applied Materials. Chris, great to see you, and welcome to the studio.
Well, it's great to be here, even though I'm in my spare bedroom. It's great to be with you, John.
Yes, I'm in my basement, so I know the feeling. So let's just get right into it. So I know that Applied Materials is working on a broader value chain approach to decarbonization. Tell us a little bit about that work.
Yeah, Applied Materials is a leader in material solutions. We are behind every advanced chip and display in the world. Our tools help to make those advancements. And so, we see as a key part of our work and our company's work, helping to make possible a better future. Those technological advancements that we're behind, really drive the current advancements we're making in the economy. This connection we're making with each other. I'm sure everybody's aware of how chips are vital to almost every device we use, and also to the artificial intelligence that's increasingly helping to create efficiency. So, we see that, in the words of, I guess, the old Spider-Man movies, with great power comes great responsibility. So, we really want to make possible a better future. And so what we've done is we've broken up our work into three pillars. The 1X, which is our business, the 100X, which is the value chain, and the 10,000X, which is electronics beyond our value chain. So if you think about it as us, our suppliers and customers, the 100X, and then our customers' customers, really the 10,000X. This is something that we've been working toward since 2020, when this vision was announced by Gary Dickerson, our CEO.
Well, I know I speak for a lot of the people in the 10,000X and being appreciative of all the chips so that we can do our work from home. So what decarbonization goals has Applied Material set for itself, and how's that progress going so far?
Yeah, so the 1X is the core of our activities, and we have dedicated ourselves to achieving 100% renewable energy by the year 2030. We've already achieved that goal in North America, so that's tremendous progress. We did that through engaging with a wind farm in Texas. And so a large part of our energy here in the US and North America is being obtained through new electrons put on the grid by a wind farm in White Mesa, Texas. So that's huge progress. In that process, we've also reduced by over 30% our carbon footprint. So again, scope 1 and 2. So that's the 1X piece that I talked about earlier. For the 100X, what we've done in the last few months is we have set science-based targets, and those include scope 3. So the science-based target that we've set for scope 3 is an intensity target at the moment. And so we plan to reduce by 55% the energy intensity of our chip making. And so that's set there. The goal that we had for scopes 1 and 2 suffice for science-based targets. Those go out to 2030. So tremendous progress in just a couple of years, but there's of course a lot more to do. To get to that 100% renewable goal globally, we need to find solutions in the other markets where we operate, namely Asia and Israel, and to some degree in Europe. And in some of those places, renewable energy is less accessible. So, there are still some challenges ahead.
Yeah, the global markets are a little bit difficult to work in, I'm guessing. Mm-hmm. Going back to this value chain approach, as you're looking at your scope 3 emissions and trying to reduce them, what tactics are you really using to engage with those value chain partners and the other companies you're working with?
Well, one of the things that we've also learned in the last couple of years, we've completed our complete scope 3 analysis, and it is Impressive. Number one, it is actually about 100 times our scope 1 and 2. So the 1x, 100x framework actually wound up being pretty accurate from a data perspective. Then within that scope 3, roughly 80% of our impact is the use of sold products, or category 11 if you're a scope 3 fan. And that's the impact of our customers, right? So our customers are using our tools at their fab facilities to make chips or displays, and those tools are consuming energy. So how our customers obtain their energy is at least or even more important than how energy efficient our tools are. Now, so we have a team that's dedicated. We call them the 3x30 team because they're trying to reduce by 30% the energy and chemical consumption of our tools and their physical footprint. That's the third. And we're going to do that by 2030. So we're doing our part, but we need our customers also to work to obtain more clean sources of energy to power their fabs. So, if you want to think about it in scopes, their scope 2, their obtained energy, is our scope 3. And likewise, our suppliers have a significant impact. Roughly 15% of our scope 3 is the supply chain. And so we are working, again, we have a team dedicated to this. We're working with our suppliers directly to not only measure, but then put in place steps to reduce their scopes 1 and 2. So it's really, I think, one of the great things about scope 3, from my perspective, is it engenders this kind of collaboration across the value chain, and that's what we've captured in the 100x piece of our framework.
Very interesting. I mean, who amongst us isn't a Scope 3 Category 11 fan? Well, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining us today, Chris. Everyone, you just heard from Chris Librie, Senior Director of ESG, Corporate Sustainability and Reporting at Applied Materials. Thanks.
It's been my pleasure. Thanks, John.